Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
So, this is verse, yes. Verse 206. Yes. 206, yes. Morana, yes. Mora.
No.
This is verse?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mora.
Mura
Nama.
Nama
Sune.
Sune
Ye. Tara. Punya. Kshaya. Mora nama sune keitara punya kshaya.
Mora Nama Sune Tara Punya Kshaya.
Mora nama sune ye tora punya kshaya.
Mora Nama Sune Tara Punya Kshaya.
Mora. Nama. Laya. Ye. Tora. Papa. Aya. Mora nama laya. Ye tara papa oy.
Mora Nama Laya Tara Papa Hai.
Mora nama sune ye tara punya kshoy.
Mora Nama Sune Tara Punya Kshaya.
Mora nama laya ye tara papa oy.
Mora nama laya ye
Tara Papa Hai.
Mora nama sune ye tara punya kshoy.
Mora Nama Sune Tara Punya Kshaya.
Mora nama laya ye tara papa oyo.
Mora Nama Laya Tara Papa Hai.
Mora nama shune ye tara punya kshaya.
Mora Nama Sune Tara Punya Kshaya.
Mora nama laya ye tara papaya.
Mora Nama Laya Tara Papa Hai. Mora Nama Sune Tara Punya Kshaya.
Mora nama sune ye punya kshaya.
Mora Nama Laya Tara Papa Hai.
Mora nama laya ye tara papa ayo. Mora nama.
Mora Nama
My name.
My name.
Sune.
Sune
Hears.
Hears.
Hey.
Yea.
Anyone.
Anyone.
Oh, sorry. Anyone who.
Anyone who.
Tara.
Tara.
His.
His.
Punyakshaya.
Punyashaya.
Destruction of piety.
Destruction of piety.
Mora nama.
Mora nama.
My name.
My name.
Laya.
Laya.
Takes.
Take.
Ye.
Yea.
Anyone.
Anyone.
Tara.
Tara.
His.
His.
Papa.
Papa.
Sin.
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 Aya.
Aya.
Is.
Is.
Translation by His Venerable Prabhupada. Anyone who hears my name loses the result of his pious activities. Anyone who utters my name becomes sinful. This is actually Krishnadas Kaviraj speaking.
Oh, okay.
Yes?
Humility.
Yes, humility.
Yeah.
Yes. This is true. So there is no purport. So we shall go on for a few verses till we find. Oh, there are many with a purport. Okay, let's do. Emana Nirgrina More Keba Kripa Kore.
It's the next verse?
Yes, this is the next verse.
Okay.
Yes, 207.
Okay.
Emana Nirgrina More Keba Kripa Kore. Eka Nityananda Rinu Jagat Bitare. Who in this world but Nityananda could show his mercy to such an honorable person as me? Prema Mata Nityananda Kripa Avatar. Hutama Adama Kichu Nare Kore Vichara. Because he is intoxicated by ecstatic love, and he is an incarnation of mercy, he does not distinguish between the good and the bad. Ye age padaye tare karaye nistara, ahatera nistarila more inadurachara. He delivers all those who fall down before him. Therefore he has delivered such a sinful and fallen person as me. Mo papishte anilena srina vrindavana, more ani dadima dila Sri Rupa Charana. Although I am sinful, I am the most fallen, he has conferred upon me the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Goswami. Sri Madana Gopala Sri Govinda Darasana, Kahira Bole Yogyamahe Esaba Katana. I am not fit to speak all these confidential words, but my visiting Lord Madana Gopal and Lord Govinda. Vrindavana Pundara Sri Madana Gopala, Rasa Vilasi Shakshat Brajendra Kumara. Lord Madan Gopal, the chief deity of Vrindavan, is the enjoyer of the rasa dance and is directly the son of the king of Braj. Sri Radha Lalita Sanghe Rasa Vishala Man Mata Rupe Yanhara Prakasha. He enjoys the rasa dance with Srimati Radharani, Sri Lalita and others. He manifests himself as a Cupid of Cupids. Tasam Avirabhukshori Smayama Mukambuja Pitambara Darasragvi Saksham Mamata. Wearing yellow garments and decorated with a flower of garland, Lord Krishna, appearing among the gopis with his smiling lotus face, looked directly like the charmer of the hearts of Cupids. Madhurye Lokera Manakarena Akarshana Rupakera Karena Serana. With Radha and Lalita serving him on his two sides, he, Lord Krishna, attracts the hearts of all by his own sweetness. Nityananda Doya Moretare Dekaela Shri Radha Madamohana Prapure Karilila. The mercy of Lord Nityananda showed me Sri Madan Mohan and gave me Sri Madan Mohan as my Lord and Master. Mo Adame Dila Sri Govinda Darasana Kahibara Katana He Akhyataskarana. He granted to one as low as me the sight of Lord Govinda. Words cannot describe this, nor is he fit to be disclosed. Vrindavane yoga pite kalpataruvane ratna mandapata he ratna vimasane Shri Govinda vasishalina brajendra nandana madhurya prakashi karena jagat mohana. On an altar made of gems in the principal temple of Vrindavan, amidst a forest of desire trees, Lord Govinda, the son of the king of Braj, sits upon a throne of gems and manifests his full glory and sweetness, thus enchanting the entire world. Vamaparire Sri Radhika Saki Gane Sange Radhasika Ila Prabhu Kare Kote Range. By his left side is Srimati Radharani and her personal friends. With them, Lord Govinda enjoys the Rasa Lila and many other pastimes. Rajana Jaloke Kare Padmasana Astadasana Shara Mantra Kare Upasana. Translation. Lord Brahma, sitting on his lotus seat in his own abode, always meditates on him and worships him with mantra consisting of 18 syllables. And here is a purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In his own planet, Lord Brahma, with the inhabitants of that planet, worship the form of Lord Govinda, Krishna, by the mantra of 18 syllables, Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janava Swaha. Those who are initiated by a bona fide spiritual master and who chant the Gayatri mantra 3 times a day know this Asta Saikshara 18 syllable mantra. The inhabitants of Brahmaloka and the planets below Brahmaloka worship Lord Govinda by meditating with this mantra. There is no difference between meditating and chanting, but in the present age, meditation is not possible on this planet. Therefore, loud chanting of a mantra, like the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, with soft chanting of the Ashtadakshara, the mantra of 18 syllables, is recommended. Lord Brahma lives in the highest planetary system, known as Brahmaloka or Satyaloka. In every planet, there is a predominating deity. As the predominating deity in Satyaloka is Lord Brahma. So in the heavenly planets, Indra is the predominating deity. And on the sun god, Vivashvan, is the predominating deity. The inhabitants and predominating deities of every planet are all recommended to worship Govinda either by meditation or by chanting. Om Agena Timirandasya Gena Gena Shalakaya Chakshushu Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yada Yada Idharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Abhyutanam Adharmasya Tadatmanam Srijami Haham Paritranaya Sadhuna Vinashaya Sadushkritam Dharma Samstapanataya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So here, actually, in this verse, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is referring to a verse which is chanted at the very beginning of the 5th chapter of Brahma Samhita about the same topic, that is to say, we should chant Kim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janarvaya Swaha, and actually this mantra is present in Krishna Loka, in Krishna planet, and it is described that the place where Lord Krishna is actually is like a geometric place where this mantra is actually each word of the mantra makes a part of this geometric place where Krishna is in the spiritual sky. This is in Brahma Samhita. There is a purport on this by Jiva Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. Anyway, so today is we are celebrating again the appearance day of Nityananda Prabhu, and I was thinking this morning before coming to the temple that actually this Sarcelle temple is a very special one, because see, on the appearance day of Nityananda Prabhu, there is a devotee called Rohininanda Prabhu who made a class on the appearance day, and Rohininandan is actually the name for Balaram. So Rohininandan Dasa, servant of Sri Balaram, gave a lecture on Balaram, actually Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So this is a very special place here, Sarcelle. So you may have heard the story of Nityananda Ram, but still we can say again the story, the biography. You may know it, but still it's nice to remember, because in the age of Kali we all have a very bad memory, and only by repeating again and again maybe we can get some knowledge or some remembrance of the Lord, which is the most important thing to have in life, because at the time of death, definitely we have to remember the Lord. And you see, everything we do, all during our activities on this planet, they all aim to actually make sure that we are going to remember the Lord at the time of death, passing away. So, Lord Nityananda Prabhu actually is Balaram, just as Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are the same person. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Nityananda Prabhu appeared in the village of Ekakshakra from a Brahmin family. His father is Adai Pandit and his mother is Padmavati Mataji. They come from Mithila, region of in Bengal. And actually, Ekakshakra is a small village, about 5,000 souls nowadays. And it was a small place. But still, you see, the Lord appears where he wants to appear. And we can see also that Vrindavan actually is quite also a small place, as we can speak in quantity, although we should not estimate, of course, and make material calculations to make an estimation of the place where Lord Krishna appears. Still, when Lord Balaram, Lord Nityananda appeared, everyone was jubilant. And his pastimes when he was a child was really directed towards Krishna's activities, Krishna Lilas, and especially Lord Balaram activities. And especially, it is said that Nityananda Prabhu was very happy. He was very happy, relishing the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra with his brother, Krishna. Can you give me the name of Ramachandra's brother? Lakshman, of course. Sorry. Lakshman. So he was relishing Lakshman and Lakshman pastimes, and actually to such an extent that the people in the village, they thought that really he was relishing like he was Lakshman himself. And actually he is Lakshman himself in Ramachandra pastimes, you see. And the fact is, when he was 12 years old, there was a sannyasi who appeared in the village, and this Lakshmipati Tirtha, actually, and this Lakshmipati Tirtha, he was the guest of his father for some time, and he was very happy with the service of Adai Pandit, and he requested him to please give me your son as my companion for pilgrimage. And of course, in Vedic culture, there is a very strong respect given to Brahmanas in general and to sannyasis in particular. We have to be aware that sannyasis at this time were sannyasis from the Advaita order, coming from the Shankara Acharya order. And this we can see by the name of the sannyasi. Sannyasis in the Advaita order, they are given titles such as Tirtha, Sarasvati, or Bharat. These are, and this refers to the four mats founded by Shankara Acharya, which are still prominent in India. There is one mat of this kind, which is actually situated, as far as I know, in the place in Dwarka. So to come back to our point, of course, Adai Pandit was very sad but very reluctantly he accepted that his son, Nitai go to travel with the sannyasi. But after some times, Adai Pandit was so sad that he passed away. So for, let's say, 20 years, Nitai was traveling with this sannyas, and actually he took initiation from this sannyas, and he visited the most prominent places of pilgrimage in India, including Vrindavan, Mathura, also in the Himalayas, and it is said that actually he even had contact with Vyasadev Maharaj, Vyasadev Prabhu himself in the Himalayas, in Badarikashram. Still, after 20 years, he came in the place of Nadia, in Mathura, in Bengal, Nadia in Bengal, that is to say Mayapur. And then, of course, he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And actually, the moment when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a very special moment. He hid himself for some time in a house of a local Brahmin, and already Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew that Nityananda was somewhere. And he sent one of his companions, actually Haridas Thakur, to try to find where Nityananda was hiding. Haridas could not find him, and he reported to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was quite unhappy. And in his corner, in the place where he was hiding, actually, Nityananda himself was very sad because he was feeling already separation. So he could not play the trick for such a long time. After sometimes Nityananda revealed himself in front of everyone, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on the spot, and there was such a happy gathering between the two of them, and they were so jubilant and danced all together in ecstasy. And then they could not be separated from one another, just as Balaram and Sri Krishna cannot be separated from one another. So Lord Nityananda is described as wearing blue garment and to be very whitish in color, so just as Balaram is whitish in color and is always wearing blue garment. Nityananda actually was actually having the behavior of an avaduta. That is to say, he was really, as long as he was not a grihastha, he was behaving as avaduta, completely mad about God, and therefore making things which could not be generally accepted. For instance, he is described as sometimes being so much in ecstasy that he would take his kopin, that is to say, his intimate garment, put around his head, and dance like this in ecstasy in front of everyone. Just imagine yourself if you go in the street, put your underclothes on your head, and start to dance in the streets. I suppose that some agents of Vishnu, all in white, will invite you to the next psychiatric hospital, you see. So it was like this in India also, you see. Although of course in India, God culture is present everywhere, still you cannot do so many mad things. Also, still we see so many mad things appearing in India. Still, at that time, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw his companion, who definitely would help him to spread the Sankirtan movement. And Lord Chaitanya, very young, went on pilgrimage to all around India, especially in South India, where actually he discovered or uncovered a Brahma Samhita text. And during all this time, Hare Krishna. Nityananda Prabhu, Shri Sri Radha Shishwa ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Suradevi ki jai, Shri Taisa Shista Goranta ki jai. During all this time, actually, Nityananda Prabhu remained in Jagannath Puri, and he actually preached very strongly the Sankirtan movement in Jagannath Puri for 2 years, the duration of the pilgrimage of Sri Chaitanya in India, and 2 years it took. And we can say that definitely Lord Nityananda Prabhu is the very first Sankirtan man in the Sankirtan movement. When Lord Chaitanya came back from his tour from South India and from all around India, going to visiting Vrindavan also, he was happy with Lord Nityananda's service. Still, Hare Krishna, special pastimes, Shri Shri Radha Shishwa ki jai, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Suradevi ki jai, Shri Goranta ki jai. Darshans, pastime, yes. So he requested Nityananda Prabhu to please stop preaching in Jagannath Puri and now preach in Bengal. And definitely Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu preach very strongly in Bengal. Nityananda, along with Haridas Thakur, preached in Bengal, in many places in Bengal, and installed actually preaching centers in many places in Bengal. And as ISKCON devotees, following the footsteps of his divine Srila Prabhupada, they are actually following in the footsteps of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is the original spiritual master, and we are in the presence of our spiritual master. We strongly feel the presence of Nityananda Prabhu. There was a very special festival which was inaugurated by Nityananda Prabhu in Bengal, the Panihati festival, in which there is rice, cheap rice, and yogurt spread everywhere. And it was for the happiness of everyone, and it is still practiced every day, every year in Bengal. Yes, every day in the heart. Why not? Yes, in the heart, and every year in the Vaishnava tradition. Actually, in Vaishnava tradition there is a strong tradition of festivals. And when we spoke the other day about Advaita Acharya Prabhu, we didn't mention, so we can mention today, that there is still a wonderful festival which is taking place every year at Advaita Acharya's house in Chantipur, in which there is the most delicious kitri that you cannot imagine, which is distributed to thousands of people in every Advaita Acharya's appearance day.
Most delicious what?
Kitri.
Okay.
There is I never tasted such a kitri in my whole life. In this place in Shantipur. So, and the Panihati festivals has been inaugurated by Nityananda Prabhu, and after Nityananda Prabhu left the planet, actually his good wife, Janava Mataji, she became a prominent leader in the Vaishnava tradition. She even initiated such exalted devotees such as Narottam Das Thakur. We have to know that Nityananda Prabhu had 2 wives. The first one is two sisters actually. 2 sisters. There is 2 wives. So the first one is Basuda Mataji, from whom he got two children, Ganga Devi as a daughter, and Virabhadra as a Virachandra or Virabhadra as a son. And Virabhadra became a prominent devotee in your tradition. And when he got married and when he was a Grihastha, he stopped behaving as a Havaduta. Maybe he was not in the position to do so. So anyway, as Vaishnavas, we follow at the footsteps of Nityananda Prabhu, and definitely if we can hold the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu upon our head, definitely we shall get the blessing of Nityananda Prabhu and get the blessings of eternal happiness. Because after all, Nityananda means eternal happiness.
Yeah.
This we should not forget. In this age of Kali, everyone is sad. Yeah. And why everyone is sad? Because everyone is sinful. And when you are sinful, you may get some pleasure, immediate pleasure, by committing sinful activities, but immediately you will get very, very sad. Just take Jagai and Madai, who were actually saved by Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur. It is said in the scripture, don't eat meat. And of course, Jagai and Madai, they would eat. Don't commit illicit sex. It is said in the scripture, and they would commit strong and plain illicit sex. Don't drink alcohol. They would drink alcohol. So how to be happy in such a poor, hellish condition? So Nityananda Prabhu has come, along with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being the independent companion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to save the fallen conditions of the age of Kali. Definitely, if we follow in the footsteps of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, we also, in our little part, are going to participate to the Sankirtan movement and help to save the poor people who are just drowning in the waves of the ocean of the age of Kali. And the message which is given by the verse here and the previous verses is actually, in the age of Kali, one has to chant the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, here in the chapter it is spoken about the Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Valvaya Swaha, which is a special mantra coming from the spiritual world. But also, this we use this mantra for puja and for various prayers for the Lord every day. But also the Maha mantra Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare is described and is explained also. And therefore, chanting the Hare Krishna Maha mantra, we are going to purify ourselves first. And by purifying ourselves, we hope also to help people to be purified also. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Vakevaram, Karanasti, Vanasti, Vagatiranyata. And if there is one message we can remember from Lord Nityananda Prabhu is always chant the Hare Krishna Maha mantra and be happy. In his conclusion to Sri Shikshastaka, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Askilya vapada rata pidastumam adashramhatam karotuva yata yata va vidatu lampato vatpranastu saiva naparaha. Krishna is my Lord. He will always remember my Lord. I want to remember him all the time. And I want, even if I'm separated from him, I will never forget him. And so, this is the message. We should remember the Lord all the time. And the best way to remember the time, to remember the Lord all the time, not to be ever separated from him, is to chant constantly the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But, of course, we have to chant the mantra Hare Krishna with a nice spirit. And the nice spirit, the nice mood is Trinadapi Sunichena, Tararapi Saisuna, Amanina Amanadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. That is to say, to be more tolerant than a tree, more humble than a blade of grass on the street, and to be ready to always offer obeisances to others. And this is actually what Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda Balaram did when he met Jagai and Madai. He pleaded, first of all, he asked them very humbly, please chant Hare Krishna. Do not commit any more sinful activities, but please chant Hare Krishna. To which Madai replied by taking a pot of clay and giving injury to Nityananda, Nitai, on the head. And Nityananda fell down on the floor, and he was actually, there was blood on the head. And Madai was really feeling sorry, and he was struck to see that the blood was coming. And Jagai said to him, oh, no, it is a little too much now. We have to stop all this nonsense. And actually, already Nityananda Prabhu was really sorry about them, sorry that they had committed sinful activities, and he was already forgiving them. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not in such a spirit. And when he heard that Jagai and Madai had offensed very seriously Nityananda Prabhu, actually Lord Balaram, then he came immediately on the spot. And he was really ready to invoke his Sudarshan Chakra, the weapon of knowledge also, but the physical weapon, in order to have their head chopped down. Yes? So, and in this way, yes, deliver them for good from their material and sinful condition. But then Nityananda Prabhu, with mercy of the Lord personified, he fell on the ground and pleaded, please, my Lord, you have come on this planet to destroy all sinful activities, but by love, not by killing people personally. So please forgive them. Because if you have to kill sinful men or sinful persons in the age of Kali, please, practically speaking, you have to kill everyone. It is true that Lord Krishna, he has come on the planet 5,000 years ago, and there was a great battle of Kurukshetra, Paritranaya Sadunam Vinasaya Duskritam Dharma Samstapanataya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Lord Krishna, he has come to kill people, to protect his devotee, to kill sinful people, miscreants, to protect his devotees and to re-establish the principles of spirituality. And so at the battlefield of Kurukshetra and in other pastimes, Krishna killed so many demons, so many faceless persons. But this was not enough. And after Krishna left the planet, actually started the age of Kali. And definitely, in the age of Kali, we know that the very definition of the age of Kali is sinful activities. And therefore, even though Lord Krishna already had killed so many demons, it was not enough. And the age of Kali was appearing, and age of Kali means sinful acts, and therefore sinful acts became predominant. And in the spiritual realm, Lord Krishna was not satisfied. Yes, I've done a part of my mission. But the rest of the mission has to be accomplished And in the age of Kali, I have to come back again. But I will come back in a very as a devotee. And I will come back as a devotee, and I will preach the Sankirtan Dharma, the Harinam Sankirtan, the Yuga Dharma, to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that people can be delivered not only by physical, destruction, we can say, but destruction of sin in the heart, which is the most important thing. Because if sin can be destroyed in the heart, hopefully, we hope that we can enter in the Bhakti Marg, path of Bhakti, serve Lord Krishna in the best of our ability, remember Krishna all the time, which is the position in which we should be on this planet, and hopefully go back home, back to Godhead, and serve Him eternally in the spiritual platform, in the spiritual realm. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Nityananda Balaram ki jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. His Divine Grace Ace Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna.
HG Bhavasindhu Prabhu ki jai.
Please, questions or comments?
Yes, I'm curious about this. Please. No, vas-y.
Why Jagai and Madai had the wonderful mercy of getting the association and the mercy of Nityananda, and after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after they have committed so many sins and sinful activities.
Thank you, Prabhu. This may be speculation, but this may not be speculation. Most probably, they must have committed already, let's say, good activities in past lives. You see,
Right.
And in previous lives.
Yeah,
Most probably.
Almost they have been born in Brahmana families, and they were so-called Brahmins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is said that they were Jai Vijay who came for the fourth time.
Yes. They have.
Jai Vijay.
They have. Yes, and it also Lord Krishna gives a special mercy, or Nityananda gives a special mercy to most sinful people.
Yes.
We can see even in the Srimad Bhagavatam with the story of Ajamil, who also was a Brahmin-born man. Then he became such a rascal, and then after he was saved. So the Lord actually is showing His mercy to some people who are eternally His devotees actually. Yeah. And so it is said that someone who utters only one time in his life the name of Krishna is already a devotee. Mm-hmm. So when we do Hare Krishna Sankirtan, chant Harinam in the street, just see the people, they see, oh, the Krishnas are coming again. Even though they may behave like this, they already are performing, what is name? There is a name for this. Pious activities unknowingly. Agyata Sukriti, yes. Agyata Sukriti. So, yes, for us to come back to your question, Prabhuji, yes, they have committed pious activities in their past lives. They were Jai and Vijay, and therefore Jai and Vijay are eternal servants of the Lord. Yes.
Also, I heard because in their lives, Jagai and Madai had no association of devotees before. They had only association of the drunkers and the people like this. So they have no opportunity to make offenses to devotees.
Yeah.
This is a very block on the spiritual path to make offenses.
Similar to Ajamila, he also did not do any offense. Sinful activity. But
they make sinful activities, but no offense to the devotees.
Yeah.
So they got the opportunity
Yes.
to reach this.
Also, Nityananda Prabhu says, I think in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that my Lord will be glorified so nicely if the most sinful person become devotees. If somehow they become devotees, the glory of my Lord will be more glorified. You know, oh, they became devotees. So
Yes,
everyone.
it is true that it was a kind of challenge between Haridas Thakur and Nityananda Prabhu.
Yes.
If we can convince these people, these two drunkards, to become devotees, then it will be really a success and an example to everyone. And this, it was so. And you see, you cannot really go. You cannot escape from the mercy of the Lord in one sense. Krishna Rakeke, Mare Krishna Rakeke. Yes? Other questions?
Moi j'avais une question sur le festival concernant chez Advaita.
Oui.
Je ne vois pas de quel festival il s'agit.
Oui, c'est un festival qui a lieu tous les ans, effectivement, le jour de l'apparition d'Advaita Acharya. Et ce jour-là, effectivement, il y a un grand festin, enfin, une grande distribution de kitri qui a lieu sur le lieu d'apparition et le lieu de résidence. Non pas le lieu d'apparition, c'est plutôt le lieu de résidence d'Advaita Acharya, puisqu'il est apparu dans un autre endroit. Mais c'est son lieu principal qui est à Shantipur. Et je me souviens d'avoir, il y a quelques années de ça, participé à ce festival en compagnie de sa divine grâce, le sannyasi de Mayapur, Jai Pataka Maharaj, qui lui-même personnellement distribuait des seaux entiers de kitri aux dévots là-bas. C'était un festival vraiment formidable. Et ce kitri, il était d'une douceur extatique, vraiment incroyable. Donc, yes, I was saying that there is a festival every year in Shantipur, and the place where Advaita Acharya was residing, and it's such a nice festival which is taking place actually every year. And this year there was Jai Pataka Maharaj. He was still in good health, and he was distributing himself pots of kitri to everyone. It was such a wonderful festival. Yes.
It said that whoever takes prashadam on that day or distributes prashadam, he gets Krishna Bhakti.
Oh, yes.
In Shantipur. So that's why it's such a big. Yes.
Yeah.
10,000 people come.
You
Yes.
talked about this before, you know? Yeah, I remember in your class.
It's a big festival, yeah.
Yes.
And Jai Pataka Maharaj personally goes every year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So it's a bhakti can manifest itself in festivals. So we have to follow the tradition. To make nice festivals is an important part of bhakti, introduced by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, but following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. So let's do again festivals for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas, to glorify Lord Krishna and His devotees. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna.